Good morning, everyone. Myself, Dr. Sarita Bang, and today we are going to do a poem by Sarojini Naidu, The Song of Radha, the Milkmaid. I'm going to read the poem first and then explain it. I carried my curds to the Mathura fair, how softly the heifers were lowing. I wanted to cry, who will buy the curds that is white as the clouds in the sky? When the breezes of Shravan are blowing, but my heart was so full of your beauty, beloved. They laughed as I cried without knowing, Govinda, 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 Govinda. How softly the river was flowing. I carried the pots to the Mathura tide. How gaily the rowers were rowing. My comrades called, Ho, let us dance, let us sing, and wear saffron garments to welcome the spring, and pluck the new buds that are blowing. But my heart was so full of your music, beloved. They mocked when I cried without knowing, Govinda, 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 Govinda. How gaily the river was flowing. I carried my gifts to the Mathura shrine. How brightly the torches were glowing. I folded my hands at the altars to pray, O shining ones, guard us by night and by day. And loudly the conch shells were blowing. But my heart was so lost in your worship, beloved. They were wroth when I cried without knowing, Govinda, 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 Govinda. How bright the river was flowing.
गोविंदा गोविंदा क्या है?
Sarojini Naidu in this poem tells us about the milkmaid, Radha's love for Lord Krishna. Radha, the milkmaid, carried curd to sell at Mathura fair. She describes how softly the calves were lowing. The third line gives the reader a feel that nobody is buying her curd. Sarojini Naidu beautifully compares the whiteness of the curd to that of the clouds in the sky. Radha seems to be least bothered that her curd is not being sold. She seems to be lost in the world of her beloved Krishna. She was so immersed in the worship of her Lord that she cries Govinda, Govinda several times. The river Yamuna flows on softly as if appreciating her chant. The poet describes the boatmen to be in a very happy and joyous mood and call out to their companions to come and join them in their celebration by singing and dancing along with them. The boatmen are in a joyous mood as they celebrate the advent of spring. The people welcome the spring by wearing saffron garments and pluck the newly formed buds. Advent of spring, here the reference is to the Basant Panchami, when we all wear yellow or saffron clothes, and here the reference is to the same festival, the Advent, the beginning of spring season. The people celebrate the Advent of spring as it is associated with rebirth and life. Even during this time, Radha seems to be thinking only about her Lord, Krishna that is, and again cries out Govinda. The people around her mocked and jeered at her for her love for her Lord. The river Yamuna flows on joyfully regardless. Instead of selling her curd, she carries it to the Mathura shrine and offers them as gifts to her Lord. She describes how brightly the shrine was lit up by the torches. She folds her hands to pray to the deity, encircled by snakes, and prays for protection while the conch shells are blown. Her heart is lost to the vision of her beloved Lord, and she calls out the name involuntarily. Others become angry, but the river Yamuna flows on while her water dazzles in the light of the torches. The title of the poem transports us to another world, to the environment of fertility and abundance. Mother Nature abounds the earth with the flow of her liquid. This white liquid symbolizes affection and nurturing of life. Radha, the daughter of Mother Nature, carries the liquid of life and growth to all living beings. Mathura is her destination, where Krishna, the divine musician, holds everybody mesmerized with his mystic presence. The heifers means cows, herald her arrival to Mathura, where she will pour into the pots the liquid which she has brought, energy and power from the Mother Earth. It is worth noticing that Sita, the other daughter of Mother Earth, also represents all that stand for productivity. Mathura here is considered the center of life and abundance, while the cow is the species that represents the flow of life and abundance. Radha feeds and nurtures life. Even the clouds in the sky, white and creamy, are part of the resources of life. The clouds and breeze together produce rain to awash the earth with the energy and moisture that coaxes the dormant vitality into life energy. This time of the year should also be noted. The time of the year also should be noted. It is the time of incessant rain, the month of Shravan, that is August to September, when the life-giving moisture bursts forth. Radha's heart wavers from her task in hand. She yearns, she longs for her union with the divine musician, that is Krishna, and his flute, that is Bansuri, a presence that encompasses every soul of Mathura. She is absorbed, heart and mind, in the mystic presence, and the trade cry she is supposed to give out does not come out to her lips. Only the name of Govinda, the omnipresent. Omnipresent means one who is present everywhere. The omnipresent, the omnipotent, coming spontaneously from her heart. Omniscient, omnipotent means God who is present everywhere. God here is Lord Krishna. Spontaneously from her heart reverberates. Radha is presented in the poem in the first person in the stanza. In the first stanza, she refers to the commodity, that is the curds, she is carrying. Her mind is somewhat attached to the earthly duties and nature of her work. Even in her surroundings, she hears the cry of the heifers, cows, that is, an animal she connects with her trade, because curds and milk are a produce of cows. In the second stanza, her mind is drawn towards the joy and gaiety of nature. She feels the abundance in her heart that life is flowing everywhere. I hope you have understood and enjoyed the poem and its explanation. This much for today. Thank you.